I don't know how to start the video.
Me either. I guess this could be the start. Hi. Welcome. We are introducing our video to you, which is a build behind the scenes on this table right here.
Fine table.
It's a fine table. We hope you enjoy.
We are about to glue up the tabletop in this arrangement, but we wanted to talk a little bit about arranging the boards and what goes into that. And I think the big thing that we want to stress here in the process is that it doesn't have to be perfect, but you need to kind of use your own artistic ability to arrange the boards. And you can do it however you see fit. So there's a lot of character in these, and a lot of them look good together, but we look for things that are kind of cool together, like these two boards. This grain kind of swoops right into this, which is the back side of a knot, and so I thought that was cool. Down here you can see that these two boards have a lot of the same color right along this line, so when that's glued up in that section, you'll kind of lose the glue line a little bit. And so there's a lot you can do with arranging of boards, and that's just a little bit about some of the thought that went into this table. We are getting prepped to do the joinery in the table legs. So the table legs are going to be walnut to match the tabletop back here. Leg set. Sanding. Here are the parts to the table. We got legs. We got tabletop. This is almost done. We are at 180. They recommend you go up to 150, but we found we like to go up to 180. We've got some cracks filled, and we're gonna sand off the star bond that's filling these cracks, and then we've got some filler in here as well. We're ready for finish. So here is the tabletop, and we sanded up to 180, and then basically kind of rounded over all the edges, made everything nice and clean, and then we wiped it down with a rag and then cleaned it up with acetone, so it's in theory completely clean of all the sanding dust. We're using Rubio Monocoat Oil Plus 2C. This is a oil wax finish that soaks into the wood and protects. This is actually a made for flooring, but works really well on furniture too. And it's a natural zero VOC finish, so we don't have to wear a mask when we put it on. It's safe for the user and can be maintained over time, so we really like this finish. And that's what we'll be using to keep the natural look of this walnut. So here we go. The table's done. We're sitting at it.
Yeah, this is actually our first time sitting at it. And it's been like a week because we don't
Because
have chairs.
if you can see our chairs, it's this kind of broken desk chair and
the rocking chair.
footstool. So
Next on our list. This is your design.
yes,
You came up with this. Why?
I had seen a couple tables that had walnut legs, but not very many of them. So many people put metal legs on tables, and I feel like it looks really good when it's a walnut top and walnut legs.
It does look really
And
good.
so I wanted to explore that for ourselves. And also I had never seen square walnut legs. I've always seen the angled ones. So that's kind of behind the design. And then also everyone always does thick dining table tops.
Mhm.
And then you try and move it
And legs.
and it weighs a ton.
Mhm.
And so that was another thing. I just wanted to explore. You don't need a thick top per se. I was just laying on this right before we took this video. It's very strong.
Yeah. We both personally always like leaning into the natural look of wood when it comes to furniture. When there's the option to not stain and to just keep it natural, we always prefer that. And so that's one thing with the furniture line is just keeping everything natural. And which we talked about the Rubio Monocoat, which we believe is a great way to finish furniture and keep everything maintainable over time, and it's really sturdy too.
Yeah, I mean, and if you feel this compared to a project that has polyurethane on it, the Rubio just feels very soft.
Mm-hmm. And it smells really good.
Yeah,
It's like weird. It's almost like you're putting a candle on your furniture.
yeah, it's nice. And like as it cures the rest of the way, you get some of that smell, and so it kind of has, I don't know.
Like people say they
feels really
like the smell of finish, like polyurethane, which is literal chemicals. So people say they like the smell of chemicals, but
And wood dust and all of the things.
all the
that,
things you shouldn't like.
yeah, that technically are kind of bad for you. But Rubio, from everything we understand on it,
Mhm.
is safe to breathe the fumes that come off, whatever the fumes are.
Mhm.
It's a good finish, and we can maintain it. The client can maintain it on our custom projects. It's a good thing.
Yeah, and maintaining it in the sense of like you literally once a year need to rub it down with the maintenance oil that you can buy from their site, and that's it.
Mhm.
It's not the like sanding it down all the way and
No, that should only be
refinish
for
it.
extensive damage, like if you hit your table with a hammer or something.
You know,
You
that's
still
what
can't
we
do that. Still can't do that. The other thing with this project was in the middle, I hit my finger, so we should
Yeah.
probably talk about that
Yeah.
because it's still affecting me, today. It's just now getting back to the point, you probably can't see it, but it's this middle finger right here on the end. And I was running one of the pieces for the legs on the jointer and listening to a podcast and just running boards. And then I don't fully know what happened, but it just slipped down at the end of the board and went into the jointer, and I just went back and walked right out of the shop because I've always panicked about like fainting after hitting my finger or cutting it. I've always, you always think about it doing woodworking. And so I just...
And then my worst fear came true as I was casually just hanging out inside working on stuff, and he's like, I hit my finger, and I was like, oh no, that's not, and he's like, no, I hit my finger. I was like, oh. So that was, adrenaline, blood.
Really got pretty lucky. I mean, it looked nasty at the beginning. It was the whole tip of my finger, but it didn't hit the bone, and it did cut an artery.
Mm-hmm.
But as she was about to do the stitch, we went to the ER, and as she was about to do the stitch, she said, oh, it clotted. And so really it was just some antibiotics and wrapping and trying to keep everything, not hitting it on things. And so I had to kind of tone it back for a little bit, and it slowed this whole process. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't great. It was a not so gentle reminder of the dangers of woodworking. So I didn't think I'd be the person to have this happen, but then I was. So that was part of this table. That was a fun
thing.
Fun
Hence
addition.
the name, The Redemption, which we wrote on the website, was, tried to knock him down, and he got back up.
Yes. The tip of my finger doesn't hold me back for long.
Dramatic. We hope you enjoyed watching our little recap of the whole journey, and that you continue to follow along, and hope you have a good day.
Have a great one.